Good evening. There'll be a lot of fine weather around this weekend, but we do have to talk a lot about low pressure because that's the dominant feature. One is clearing away up to the north, but this one is slowly but surely creeping in. Not as potent as the one that's been bringing some very wet and windy conditions across northern Scotland, but these weather fronts will introduce quite a bit more cloud, edging across the Republic of Ireland during Friday evening. For most, it's a fine and dry evening, just a lot cooler than it was earlier in the week. The cloud and rain just trickling into parts of Wales and the south of Northern Ireland by dawn. Still quite a few showers across northern Scotland through the night. Still quite breezy here as well. That'll help to keep the temperatures up a little bit, but I think we'll still dip down to single figures with some clearer skies across parts of the north. Further south, particularly where the cloud spills in, temperatures holding up in double digits, if not even in the teens. On to Saturday, it's a bit of a three-way split really. A fine day by and large across East Anglia and the southeast, but this central zone looking fairly cloudy, quite glum over northwest England, north and west Wales. Rain and drizzle on and off here, particularly along coasts and over hills. And then something brighter for southern Scotland. Northern Ireland could start a bit grey, but it should cheer up here. Always still a fair few showers to come in across the far north of Scotland. Still breezy here, but not as windy as today. Elsewhere, the wind's fairly light, and as you can imagine, with the country split by this weather front and the cloud and rain, quite a contrast in temperatures as well, with the southeast seeing the sunnier skies. Top temperature here, 24-25 degrees, so warming up again, but well, we've got the cloudier zone. It will be cooler than today over parts of northwest England, north and west Wales. Temperatures struggling in the mid-teens for some. And then 18, maybe 19 Celsius in southern Scotland and Northern Ireland, but feeling cooler in the far north where it will stay fairly breezy. Those temperatures compare to average, well, a little below across the far northwest, but a little above the average for June across the south and east, and a little cooler than average within that cloudier zone across northwest England and north and west Wales. That cloudier zone with some rain still around on Saturday evening, but just starting to trickle a little further south, fizzling out as it does so. So no more than a few spots of rain really over the Midlands and southern England by the time we get to Sunday morning. As we'll see, that will gradually edge away during Sunday morning, but it will, before it does so, keep the temperatures up here. So quite a warm night actually across the south, whereas further north, again, down into single figures, in fact, well down in some rural spots. So a coolish start to Sunday for many, but probably a brighter day for northern England and Wales, some good spells of sunshine. Yes, a bit cloudy early on over southern England, but quite quickly I suspect that'll clear away, and then we'll see some sunny spells. A few scattered showers possible, and it could be quite a damp day in Shetland on Sunday, but for the majority, Sunday is also dry, quite a bit of cloud, but I think we'll see some sunny spells coming through. Temperatures, though, will be at or maybe a touch below average for many, getting maybe into the low 20s with a bit of sunshine further south. So a little bit of everything through this weekend, but certainly not the heat that we saw earlier in the week. As for next week, if you want more on that, make sure you stay up to date. The best way to do that, follow us on social media, or if you're watching on YouTube, hit subscribe.